Dr. Matt Joosse at Joosse Family Orthodontics in Williamsburg, Virginia. We create beautiful smiles and healthy bites, and we do that with braces, we do that with Invisalign. This is an amazing Invisalign case, and it's amazing because of the magnitude of change that happened in such a short period of time. So it's also amazing because it required an amazing patient who's also a partner in treatment with us, and his name is Arlen. So this is Arlen. He's an amazing kid. I really enjoyed treating Arlen. Arlen has all kinds of really interesting hobbies and is just a wealth of knowledge, and every time he came into the office he would share with me some historical facts, and I just really enjoyed that. So it was really cool to see his passion. It was also really great to see what happened in Arlen's treatment. So let me show you what happened here. So this is the way that Arlen started. You can't actually see a lot of his teeth when he smiles. He's smiling pretty big there at the start, but you don't really see it because his lip covers it. But this is him when he started, so a big space between the two front teeth. What you can't quite see is how much of an overbite he has. So look at the distance from these upper front teeth to the lower front teeth. That's pretty significant. The reason why it's such a significant difference is because this tooth right here, the canine tooth, the point of that tooth really belongs right back here, and the point of this tooth belongs back here. So all of the teeth are almost a whole tooth out of position, which means that he has a really big overbite in the front of the mouth. As I told you, we used Invisalign to treat Arlen, and the entire treatment took 15 months, which is a great treatment time for the magnitude of change. You can see this is his final bite as we look at it from the side, and as I mentioned, that canine tooth, the point of it belongs right between these two teeth, right where it's sitting. This tooth comes to a point that sits right between these two teeth. This is a perfect bite because these teeth zigzag like this. This is exactly how they should fit together, and you'll notice that in the front of the mouth there's no more overbite. So just a really incredible result. This is what it looks like from the front. Pretty much a perfect result, and we're just super happy about that. Again, Arlen doesn't show a lot of his teeth when he smiles. This maybe is not his biggest smile, but even if he was smiling really big, he still doesn't show a whole lot of his teeth. So in that sense, it's not a result that's super visible to a lot of people, but I want to show you some of these side-by-side images of the difference that it makes. Even though you may not see it in his smile, the difference that we made with his bite really changes his facial appearance. Now, some of this is Arlen growing, so I do want to acknowledge that there's some growth. This is not just orthodontic magic here. But if you look at the position of the lower lip relative to the upper lip, right here that lower lip is kind of really folded in, and that's because this lower lip is getting trapped kind of in between the lower teeth and the upper teeth because of that big overbite. And when you fix the bite, that lip position changes to a much more aesthetic position just because that lip is not getting caught in the big overbite that's happening. Now, the other thing that's happening here, of course, is that Arlen grew. One of the reasons why we were able to make such an amazing change in Arlen's mouth is because we harnessed his growth potential. And so that's why we like to do orthodontics in growing kids, because we can harness the growth potential that's there in their bodies to make really amazing changes and to make those changes happen a lot faster and in a more stable way. So the growth change that happened in Arlen is that his lower jaw grew, and as it grew forward. So you see that he has much more of a chin projection than when he started. So it's a much more aesthetic look than when we started. Some of that's because of the teeth, some of that's because of the growth. Of course, here again is the change in the posterior teeth. So what an amazing change in the amount of overbite that's there. Anyway, we're super happy about that. And then finally, the change in the teeth from straight on. So really quite remarkable changes. I personally like to kind of smooth out some of these edges and make the teeth a little bit more symmetric. Arlen did not want to do that. He wanted to keep that characterization so that it's unique to him. But this is truly an amazing change. I always talk about orthodontics being a partnership between me and the patient, and when we get amazing partners who do exactly what they're supposed to do, in the case of Invisalign, wearing the aligners for 22 hours a day and wearing rubber bands as we prescribe them, then amazing changes happen. And so you're witnessing that here in Arlen's case. And Arlen, we are just super proud of you. Your smile is amazing, your bite is perfect, and you truly were the perfect patient. So thank you very much, and we look forward to doing this for the rest of you out there. And again, if you can be a great orthodontic partner, we're gonna give you amazing results. So thanks so much for listening. Take care, have a good day.